Well, folks, lots of action going down on the ATP Tour, and a lot of it does not look like what we've seen in the past. We have Aslan Mega Calf's Karatsev winning his first title at the ATP 500 in Dubai, and then we had Sasha Zverev getting over the nerves, finally getting it done at Acapulco, defeating Stefanos Tsitsipas. So we're going to look at those matches, those tournaments, and we're going to break down the draw at the Miami Open, which people are dropping out of left, right, and center. Is it going to happen? What's it going to look like? Who knows? We're going to get into it on this episode of The Slice.
I go fair. You look at me and I just go, can I shake your hand?
From the Delray Beach Open, Miami Open, down at the grounds.
Hey, no back to that.
We are here with the man, Milos Raonic.
Welcome to The Slice.
Thanks for being here, folks. As always, you guys make 100% of the difference. This is the place where we all get to talk tennis and get into it. So I appreciate you being here, liking the video. It helps us out, and subscribing. Also, check out The Slice at The Slice Tennis on Twitter. I've been there doing live tweets of matches when I'm watching it, etc., getting lots of great back and forth. I also put out this tweet, which listed some of the players that I had, the most, because Acapulco was full of young players doing amazing things. I was like, Musetti, Tsitsipas, Shapovalov, Thiem, Medvedev, Rublev, Sinner, FAA, Zverev, TFO, Rune, Holger Rune. The next 10 years of men's tennis is going to be fun. Did I miss anyone? And I apparently did miss a lot of people. So follow us on Twitter. Follow along during the matches. It's going to be fun. And also, thanks to Clean Winner for sending this custom slice-colored hoodie our way. Check them out. Link is below. Wild times on the ATP. As I said, we have Aslan Mega Calves Karatsev coming in here. I mean, just look at those calves. Just take 1 second and look at those calves. I thought Roger Federer had the biggest calves on tour, and they're like half the size of those. So clearly, he had what it takes to get it done with those stumps beneath him. But the story of Aslan Karatsev, from being dominating the challengers at the end of last year, a lot of people didn't even see that because they don't watch it, to coming into the Australian Open, making it to the semifinals. And you're kind of like, is this going to be a Hyung Chung? Is this going to be a Marco Cecchinato? Do one great tournament, like Grand Slam, and then just fizzle out? Apparently not, because Aslan Karatsev just won the ATP 500 in Dubai, and he looked like he did it easily. So we didn't have the big names that we're used to at these the ATP 500 tournaments, but he did beat Rublev, Sinner, Evans on the way to destroying Lloyd Harris in the final. So I mean, we talk enough about his calves. We don't have to say it anymore. But literally, his game is so good. He looks like a top 30 player. Oh, wait, this just coming in. That's because he is one. With the win in Dubai, he catapulted himself into, I think, 24th in the world, which is just amazing. Coming from literally qualifying at the Australian Open to now 24th in the world in a month. It's literally unbelievable. One of the wildest rises I've seen. But you're looking at his game and you're like, where's this guy been? It's amazing. The way he can change direction on his backhand up the line, it's as good as anyone I've ever seen do it. It's as good as Djokovic doing it. I mean, we're gonna have to see it over the long term, but he's just so solid and strong. Again, coming from those big calves. But it's amazing to watch him do it, and I'm just stoked that he's now in the top 30. We're going to see him in every tournament going forward, every big tournament, and he deserves to be there with the tennis that he's playing right now. So congrats, Aslan Karatsev. Swapping over to Acapulco, the ATP 500 there. Sasha Zverev, we had a lot of young guys in this tournament. Alexander Zverev comes out on top. We had the number 1 and number 2 seeds, Tsitsipas number 1 seed, Zverev number 2 seed in the final. But there were so many great matches before this with so many great young players. Standout guy for me was Lorenzo Musetti from Italy, just another Italian young guy who's just storming up the rankings. He's now the youngest player in the top 100 after he got to the semifinals. He beat Dimitrov. He beat Tiafoe. Just amazing tennis to watch. He's got such a good one-handed backhand, Federer-esque. Everything about his game is kind of similar in that sense, but he's just a thrill to watch. He's super passionate, every time he wins a match, he lays on the ground for 5 minutes. He's a star. He's in the top 100, so that was cool. Like I said, Alexander Zverev, great for him to get over the hump, beating Tsitsipas. I think he'd lost 5 of their last matches. He was playing huge, serving bombs like we've seen all year, playing massive from the baseline. When it came to close out the match, though, he got tight. He always gets tight. And we saw him just start to roll in these second serves, which you could throw a ball as fast as these second serves were coming in. which is unbelievable to watch a pro tennis player who also has like a first serve that's like 140 miles an hour just roll these second serves in, mostly double faulty on them when he's tight. But he somehow made it through there in a tiebreaker in the second set, got it done. So big ups to him. That's great for Sasha. Now going to the Miami 1000. That was the first tournament we ever traveled to. That was big time, where we got a media credential. It was amazing. Got to talk to Fed, got to talk to Djokovic. It was awesome. If you haven't already, just search the Slice Tennis Miami Open 2019. It was amazing. We're not there this year, obviously, but we will be covering it. So lots of points available because, as you know, a million players have dropped out. You're looking at all the players that have dropped out. We got a short list here. Djokovic, Nadal, Thiem, Federer, Wawrinka, Kyrgios, Monfils, Carreño Busta, Gasquet, Coric, all dropped out. So that means we got Sir Andy Murray got a wild card into the tournament, so he's going to be there trying to get some points, trying to get some wins under his belt. But there's a lot of points available for players who might not normally win these tournaments. It seems like the Sunshine Double is usually discarded by the big three for sure. Roger Federer is the defending champion because the last time this was played, if you remember, it was 2019 when he got it done. The potential, so the draw right now on the men's side, the potential quarterfinals is, still looking like it's looking about like the kind of the fourth round of a major, I would say. We got Medvedev versus RBA on the top, Zverev versus Goffin, and also on the top half, and then Schwartzman versus Rublev and Shapovalov versus Tsitsipas. Shapovalov versus Tsitsipas looking juicy. But yeah, that's the potential quarterfinal. So obviously lots of great matchups. But the main story I think of this is the amount of points that players who are lower ranked going to qualify for this tournament or just going to get in there based on the amount of people that have dropped out. Big opportunity for them. So that's going to be cool to watch. Masters 1000, first Masters 1000 of the year. I think, yeah, for sure. So we're going to see who can get it done. I think if Medvedev were to win this Masters 1000, by the time the end of the year happens and they go back to the 12-month ranking system, if he could somehow win the U.S. Open maybe or do well there, he will have a lot of points because he won, if you remember, he won Paris and then he won the ATP Finals. That's 2,500 points right in those two tournaments. That's more than a major. So he's got a lot of points and he's now number 2 in the world. So we're going to see where he can go. What do you think can happen with the rankings? Can he get higher? Can he challenge Djokovic? We will see. But right now, there's points to be had from everyone who's not the big three because they are waiting for the clay swing, which will be happening right after Miami. So I'm excited for the action. Follow us on Twitter. I'll be live tweeting the matches that I watch at the Miami Open. I'll see you over there. And thanks for supporting. The links below. It really helps us out. Check out Top Court, our show sponsor. More content getting out put on there all the time with Sasha Zverev, who just won the Miami Open. So stay tuned for that. And also thanks to Clean Winter for the sweet hoodie, which is very comfortable and cool.